Okay, we recording. Okay, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to my beautiful mother. Rest in peace to my grandma. To my sister, to all my beautiful aunts, all my friends, all my cousins, everybody, my family, all the ladies. Happy Mother's Day. Which the birth of the kids. That's y'all day. And related to that, I was gonna make this video talking about I don't know if y'all seen it, that Dear Mama documentary, man. Tell you something real deep I just peeped, man. It's so deep and it's so real. Now, I seen the controversy. I don't know if y'all aware. Dear Mama's about Afeni Shakur. It's about Pac and his relation to his mom. Because, if you know history, his mother beat the Supreme Court with the help of the Black Panthers. She was on trial, as a Black Panther. And this is the 70s, 80s. This is back in the day, beating the court with no lawyer, speaking for yourself. For a woman to do that, that's amazing. So, Tupac coming from that tree, man, the branch is only good as the tree. The tree only good as the roots. If you come from something like that knowledge, that's what made that man so great. But it's a great show in my opinion, man. Y'all got to check it out, man. If y'all Tupac fans or you hip hop fans or just Black people, that represent, it's all of that in there. But look, man, the deep thing I peeped, man, I really just was thinking about it, man. If you check it out, it's so deep about it. It's like life is so deep, man, to the point like I just believe stuff happens for reasons, man, and it's not always the reason or situation how people look at it. Sometimes it's a little different. Like let me further explain what I'm saying. Like I see a lot of flack and controversy, people saying like because the Hughes brothers directed it. Alan Hughes. I don't know if it's both of them. I think it's Alan Hughes. But if you know movies, what was it? Which one was it? Menace to Society. With Old Dog and Kane and all of them. Pop was supposed to be the Muslim dude up there. They got into an argument because Pop was saying, you want me to be a passive Muslim, which is a non-violent Muslim. Let me show the progression. Let me show how I was one way, and I might have got on the passive of the Martin Luther King shit later, but I was on the Malcolm X shit at first. You know what I'm saying? And this the realness about that situation, man. People criticize. They saying, why would you let somebody who, because they say Tupac ended up beating the dude up. When he was alive, they got into it behind that, and I guess he insulted Pac, and Pac beat him up. So they said, why would you let somebody, who had a bad incident with make this man's story about his mom, direct a movie about his mom or TV show series? But I think he did a good job, man, and I think it's a redeeming quality, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna give you a few examples of this, but it's not always how people think it is, or because people can have an argument or disagreement, and you will think, look, I had homies, man. I had family people that passed, and me and them was not on good terms. That don't mean we wasn't cool, but at the time, I didn't know they was gonna pass. That's how life is, though, and that shit'll fuck you up, man. But the redeeming thing about that is I'm not gonna say nothing bad about them. That was just how we felt at the time, bro. And that's the real thing about that. And they said him and Pac had a relationship before this fact. So, of course, after something like that happened, he beat the dude up. The dude probably wasn't fucking with him, but maybe this is his way of like, because he said on the show, he said, you know what? Now that I'm a grown man looking back on it, I can see where Pac was coming from. You know what I mean? So I'm not, because a lot of people not agreeing with it. But he got some of Pac family members up there. He got his aunt up there. He got a few of the outlaws. Now everybody I know not gonna agree with that shit. But let me tell you about the redeeming quality thing. He telling a great story about Pac. He could use that to try to make the man look bad. Now it's the other side, him making money off of it, capitalizing off of it. That's kind of shady though. I'm pretty sure he's getting paid off of it, or he has been paid already. But I think this is a perfect example of how people can redeem themselves, and shit is not always deep as people think it is. Because when you really look at the show, man, he doing a great job of documenting Tupac, man. You know what I mean? And the relationship, the correlation between him and his mom, man. His mom was a great lady, and she taught a kid that became a great man. You know what I'm saying? Revolutionary, pro-black, you know what I'm saying? talking the truth, standing up to oppression. You know what I'm saying? That's what people always talk about. This is the generation where they doing it, where they talking about that. Pac was on that 20 years ago, 25 years ago. He was a young man. He died when he was 25. So that's my favorite rapper of all time. I don't give a fuck. Like, poetically, I'm not going to say lyrically. Lyrically, it's too many, bro. You know what I'm saying? Black Thought, Nas, you know what I'm saying? You got Biggie. It's too many lyrically. But as far as the message, the passion in their music, and replay factor, I can listen to Pac before anybody. I can listen to him anytime. He got music for all different types of moods, emotions, and you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, just speaking on the movie, the TV show itself, I think the Hughes brother doing an excellent job. And it's just a great thing, man, when you really look at how, like, somebody can redeem. It's like a redeeming thing. Somebody can redeem their situation. And, like, I'm going to show tribute to this man by making this a great show. Because they probably had love for each other, man, at some point. It's just sometimes things go overboard and it might not end the right way, but that don't mean he didn't fuck with the man. That don't mean the man ain't fuck with him. He was just mad at him, probably. You know what I mean? He was a hot-headed dude, it seemed like. So, but the parallel I'm gonna draw, right? Okay, and I'm just talking about movies and different shit. Like, think about this. My boy RZA. RZA had a redeeming quality with ODB. Let me tell you, if y'all watch the Wu-Tang series, RZA showed how ODB beat him up in the subway. You know, when you catch the subway car, the transit. ODB said, you signed me to a contract and didn't tell me. So later on, they end up being cool again. RZA told him on the show, of course. This is him telling his side of the story. But he admitted he wrong. Because he said, yeah, you know, I should have told you. I just thought I was doing what's best for you. But he showed how ODB beat him up. Look on the show, you'll see it. And I got respect for that type of shit because I feel like, okay, like my favorite hip-hop movie is the NWA movie. Anybody know I've always been a super hip-hop fan. And I'm from the hood. And you know how niggas, like, we grew up with different shit. You know what I mean? So I can relate to certain shit and I fuck with certain shit musically. But the NWA movie, I love it. I just don't like the fact that Dr. Dre, just like 8 Mile, Eminem lost that battle in real life. Look on YouTube. The nigga was crying. The motherfucker was crying. I ain't say nigga, but the motherfucker was crying because he lost. Juice, MC Juice, look that up. Juice is from Chicago, I think. Juice beat Eminem down, bro, in a freestyle battle. But on his own movie, he gonna say, Clarence, your real name. He gonna try to make himself like the hero. Nah, nigga, motherfucker, you lost in real life. Just like on the NWA movie, Dr. Dre, you did not say nothing crazy to Suge Knight like that. We all know that, bro. You could try to sit here and do that shit for the fans to look at it. People from different generations. We grew up when Suge he was bullying y'all niggas, dog. Hey, well, when Eazy had this, what he say on the Real Compton G's? What he say? He said something about Death Row getting ran like a boot camp. He was like, you can't say what you want to say. You gonna get slapped, and it came to find out that's how it was, yo. That Suge had that shit on lock back then, bro. That's why his ass in jail right now because he crazy as a motherfucker. He's a bully. That's what happened to bullies. You know what I'm saying? But Dre, you can't tell the story and try to make it like you some tough guy. You slid out, bro. You slid out and I'm not saying you was wrong to slide out. I'm not saying you was wrong to leave because the way it was going, your ass might have got in trouble or got hurt. So you did it, but don't try to tell the story like, look, Suge, I did. I'm going to take my shit and blah, blah. Nah, nigga, you probably, hey, I'm going to holler at you, bro. And probably, he probably never seen you again. But that's why I say, I respect the redeeming quality and the honesty in the Hughes brothers and RZA. Because I feel like, you know, when somebody passed, yo, you can't make amends. How can you make amends with somebody after they pass, yo? Especially if they pass, you know, ODB was it drug usage, man. It's sad, man. You know what I mean? Like, and Pac, of course, you know, he went violently. I have friends that went violently, and we wasn't cool at the time, man. And it will bother you, man, because you never, especially if they go young, man, you never anticipate that happening. But if it happened and it's like, can I tell the truth about this then? Or will I be a fuck nigga and sit here and lie and try to make myself look like the good guy or make myself like I was in the right? Because sometimes we in the wrong, bro. Sometimes you in the wrong. Sometimes I'm in the wrong, you know. But that's all I want to say about that, man. Happy Mother's Day, man. I was just saying, and a quick another parallel I seen between Pac and RZA that I never put together. And that's why I like these shows and documentaries, because there's real shit in there, bro. If you watch the Wu-Tang thing, you see that RZA had like 7 brothers and sisters, 8 brothers and sisters. And his mom was like the glue of the family. His mom was played by what's the lady name? Sinclair? Not Sinclair. What's the lady name? Maxine off Living Single. She played his mom. If y'all know that 90s sitcom Living Single, Maxine played his mom. The one with that used to go with the old boy that talked like a royal. Yes, I can't think of his name, man. The brother, he talked real professional. And she had the dreads, you know what I'm saying? But Maxine played his mom, and you see the relationship him and his mom was like this. Because I never understood how the Wu, most of their catalog, I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. That's my favorite group ever. And lyrically, they in that top percentile. I don't give a fuck nobody. They always will be. All of them. You know what I mean? All of them great in their own way. ODB has just got he got the energy. You know what I mean? The rest of them is like lyricists in a different way, on different levels. Street levels or scientific shit like Jizzle or street supreme rap like Expected That. You know what I mean? But bars, punchlines, you got Meth with a crazy ass style. I mean, all of them nice, dog. You got the abstract shit, of course, Ghost and Ray, like, come on, man. But the thing with the Wu, most of their music was that type of music, street music or lyrical shit, or like just, it's Asian based. I'm gonna say not Asian, like martial arts based, like kung fu, karate mixed in with hip hop. But that one song that Ghost got, All That I Got Is You, I never really understood. I'm like, now this song and Dear Mama is like the 2 realest songs in hip hop to me. And I never understood how that came from the Wu, because they didn't make really that type of music, bro. They'll talk about how hard the streets is. Life is a short, it shouldn't be so rough. But as the world turns, I learned life was hell. Living in the world no different from a cell. That's my nigga, Inspector Deck, Cream. I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no job. That's Ray. Same damn low sweater. Times is rough and tough with like leather. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about the hardships, but I never heard them do like a family-oriented song until Ghost did that All That I Got Is You with Mary J. And the only song I compare that to is Dear Mama by Pac. They talking about their mom, and Ghost is more descriptive with his, though. He talking about, growing up in the hood, just struggling more. Pac talking about family relationships in his situation with his mom. So, watching that show, I understood, man, how RZA could make that beat, man. Because that beat, most RZA beats is dungy, like out the dungeon, like just rugged. You know what I'm saying? Like beats you just slice your sword on. Beats you just going crazy lyrically. You know what I'm saying? Abomatomically, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Method Man shit, yo. I came to bring the pain. Them type of beats, like just hard beats. You know what I mean? But that beat is just poetic, and they stand along with Pac's song Dear Mama, because both of them songs, they really giving a tribute to their mom and to the sacrifice she made to make them great, even through growing up poor, growing up in the hood. And it's raw, man. But yo, it's just deep to me, because it's like, yo, this shit, like, if you watch the show, you see RZA's relationship with his mom. I don't think he never really detailed that in his music. Like, he probably touched on it, but not like that song that Ghost did. But he made that beat. And, that's why I say I like watching how they do these. Just like, I don't know if y'all read books or listen to audio books. If you really get into that, man, you'll see a lot too. Like, people really go to details. You could put pieces together, man. And I like that we get into this age with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got so many people telling the story of the time we grew up in. So people like me, 40 and probably 35, 30 and up, we can appreciate that, because that's the times we grew up. To young people, they got their time coming, but we can kind of look back on a lot of this shit, man. It's dope, man. So, like I said, man, check out that Wu series if you ain't seen it. Check out that this free promotion. I ain't getting paid for this shit, but I'm just saying, if you're a hip hop fan, it's about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan of hip hop. I'm a fan of, you know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit. And check out that Dear Mama series, man. Yo, shit dope, man. And like I said, man, happy Mother's Day to everybody. And it's just something I was thinking about, man. But a lot of times it's redeeming qualities, man. Like redeeming, a lot of times people will tell the truth, man. And maybe it's because the other person ain't here to tell the truth. So some people, they'll look at it like, you know what? I'm going to tell the truth then. If ain't nobody else going to tell it. And that's real, yo. All right. Peace.